Alright, so I decided to sit down after a while and catch up on some Demon Slayer after so very long. Specifically the latest season, because I didn't watch the movie, but I did get to see the beginning of the Upper Moon meeting. From the start of this, I finally get to see the other Upper Moons. Bruh, I was so excited. I don't spoil myself, so I haven't really seen anything up until this point. After seeing Akaza appear as the Upper Three, he really set the tone for how ridiculous these Upper Moons are. I mean, we've seen the Hashira meeting, right? All those characters were pretty cool and unique. After seeing them, I'm like, wow, look at all these different colors and wild ass unique looking characters. They must be something special. Well, the Upper Moon meeting was somewhat similar. It starts with everybody's favorite snow cone Akaza. He's being summoned to Muzan's mansion, which honestly, bruh, this thing, like, this thing is absurdly big and actually very beautiful. I'm like, bruh, this dude Muzan has to be a baller. Anyways, after being summoned, Akaza is greeted by Upper Moon 5. I'm not gonna say their names because I just feel like I'm gonna botch all their names, so I'm just not gonna say them. I'm gonna just call them as their ranks. Upper Moon 5. He rises from some sort of like black ink chamber, and man, this character is fucking ugly. He looks like some type of weird, sick grafting experiment full of improper placement of body parts. I don't think we pay enough attention to how ridiculous this man looks, because when I first seen this, I didn't pay that much attention to it. But, well, his eyes and mouth are placed in reverse. He keeps talking from these ugly ass big green lips, which he only uses to talk with one at a time. Then he has all these weird baby hands growing out of his body. I'm not sure if this is a reference to something, but it looks disgusting all the same. So as a demon, he does this creep factor pretty well. I give him a 10 out of 10. As an Upper Moon, he truly shows how ugly he can get. But up next, we have debatably the worst form of an Upper Moon demon I have ever seen. Upper 4, Hentengu? Bruh, I'm not saying their names, I'm sorry. Like, this dude had to be ugly as a human. He's hiding behind this staircase, terrified because they were summoned after 113 years, which I guess is an odd number, and that's like bad or something, I guess. I don't think I need to go deeply into how horrific this character looks. Like, just look at him, bro. He's fucking ugly. He's sitting here worried about the odd number. Bruh, worry about this odd ass nipple on you. Next comes my personal most hated Upper Moon. I'll be honest, I don't like Doma. It's only because, well, I kind of know some of the backstory. Akaza acts like this summoning lady, who I thought was Muzan at first because, well, Muzan likes to turn into a bad bitch every once in a while. But Akaza asks her about Muzan and then asks about Upper 1. Doma comes out of nowhere with the lights flickering for some reason, interrupting Akaza's conversation, and then he starts to complain that Akaza didn't ask about him first, because this goes in order. Don't ask about Upper 1 until you ask about Upper 2, because we gotta make our appearances in order. Then he proceeds to sexually assault Akaza by getting behind him and slowly starts to caress his shoulder while laying up against his backside, telling him how sad he would be if Akaza got hurt or ran out there and got smoked by a Hashira. Akaza got upset after being treated like a little bitch and decides to break Doma's jaw. I'm actually happy that he did that. That's a shot for me because I personally don't like Doma. Doma instantly heals this and proceeds to compliment Akaza about how sexually muscular he is and how strong that punch was. And then after, Akaza gives him this weird look like, bruh, this man is really into some upper floor type. It's funny because I'm sure Akaza does this punch because Doma, for some reason, seems very passive and doesn't choose violence for his lower ranks. It's like, bruh, Akaza, if you want to be tough, go try that with Upper 1. After that, the music changes and we get to see, well, kinda see what Upper 1 is. Kokushibo. I'm pretty sure I got that one right. He has too much edge to have a lot of screen time, so all he shows is the lack of care of all their conversations and tells them, shut the fuck up Muzan is here. Muzan instantly gives me nausea from deciding that he wants his screen time to be upside down and constantly jumping and spinning from scene to scene. Like, as I'm watching this, I'm just like, bruh, why is the screen upside down? Mind you, I watched this on a big ass TV, so like, I'm already getting a headache. He begins to tell them that Gyutaro is dead and that they're all failures for not finding this so ugly Hashira leader. It's funny because he's upset that the upper ranks are now incomplete, but then goes to explain how he knew Gyutaro would get washed, and then he goes and blames Daki for being his weakness. Bruh, didn't you go pay Daki a visit before she even fought with the Slayers? If you've foreseen this problem, why not counter it before happening? I guess it's because he assigns them a task and that they are allowed to do it however they please to do it. And in that case, how are you upset? You only have yourself to blame for that. And after explaining that he knew that would happen, he just goes, oh well, it doesn't matter anymore. I didn't truly give a fuck in the first place. It doesn't matter, but he then starts complaining about how he doesn't expect anything from these losers and that they can all just fuck off for being useless. Upper 2 goes in to say, bruh, what are you talking about? Have I really ever done anything to disappoint you or done anything wrong? Muzan just gives him this goofy ass look because I'm pretty sure he made a point there. And he just goes, oh, well, you haven't killed the main character of, you know, my story, and none of you have found the blue spider lily yet, that I believe he only assigned Akaza to find. I guess the other ones are just like looking out for it, you know. After this, he gets really upset and starts questioning the existence of all the upper moons. Upper moon 4 and 5 are actually pretty scared, and Akaza, I'm pretty sure, feels like a failure. But upper 1, being so edgy, upper 1 proceeds to check him by saying, bruh, me personally, I don't give a fuck about what you talking about, bitch ass nigga. That main Slayer dude, I really don't know his name, but he's too good at hiding, so I personally don't give a fuck. Upper 2 is just like, yeah, I haven't really been looking either. I'm not really interested in finding things, so you'll just have to fuck off on this one. The only one, upper 5, with some actual good information, Muzan decides to rip his head off, bring him up to the upside down screen where Muzan is, force him to tell him the information, tells him to stop smiling because ain't shit funny, bitch, and then proceeds to throw him back down after giving him the information and tell him his information is unconfirmed and he's upset about that. Seems like Muzan picks and chooses his battles with the upper ranks. He sends 4 and 5 off on a mission together, and then he leaves. So 1, 2, and 3 can just continue chilling, I guess. Akaza, you can continue looking for the blue spider lily whenever you feel like it, and 1 and 2, I don't even know what they're doing. Just continue being failures and disrespecting me. Upper 2 asks 4 and 5 to tag along with them, which I don't know, I think will be an okay idea. After seeing this, Akaza decides to test Doma once again and knocks his upper head off, claiming Muzan gave you orders, you need to go do them. Time out. Muzan told them to apply themselves a little more and start trying harder to accomplish these goals. You know, killing that dude and finding the blue spider lily. Which, in this case, if Doma wants to go with them to confirm the information, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna go there, confirm the information, and fight with Slayers and lose. If Doma's there, the chances of them losing are a lot less. So in this case, Doma is technically still doing the mission he was assigned to do. Anyways, number 1 jumps in and immediately cuts Akaza's arm off, which in my opinion was pretty appropriate. Akaza did get out of line a little too much, and honestly, I think he deserved it. He toyed with Rengoku because he can constantly heal his wounds, and you know, Rengoku's out there fighting him, not being able to heal any blow done to him. So now you have to sit here and pick on someone your own size. Upper 1 tells Akaza, like, bro, that weird school shooter shit you got going on, cut that shit out before I really have to break your shit. Doma steps in and asks Upper 1 to calm down. If Akaza really wanted to challenge me, he would do that, and I would just simply beat his ass. That's basically what he said. But he also goes in to say he takes Akaza's hitting him as horseplay, and he understands that he's upset that I got hired over him. Doma got turned into a demon second or after Akaza, but at the same time was promoted higher than him. And yeah, I can understand how that sucks. But he then goes in to say, we still shouldn't give lower ranks a hard time, just let him be angry. If he really wanted to challenge us, he'll do that. Wow, what a good character Doma's becoming. Like, bruh, I did not expect that. After that, we finally get to see this. Bruh, I'm not sure if there's a way you can pick features when becoming a demon, but bruh, why? Why would you choose this? Well, I'm pretty sure it's not chosen, but bruh, I don't know. I would have to do something about this. Of all these ugly ass demons we've seen so far, I expect to see ugly things, but this has to be top 1 most disturbing things. And no, it's not because there's 6 eyes. Well, it is, but at the same time, it's not just because there's 6. It's because these ones don't even look like they can close. And why are these cracks here? These eyes look really crusty, like they haven't closed in years. And I can only imagine how that feels on his face. Bruh, I'm sick. Lastly, Upper One tells Akaza, if you really got beef with somebody here, you need to challenge them to a 1v1. That way we can see if you were actually tough against us, who you would most likely get washed by. And Akaza replies with the generic emo school shooter vibes, I'm going to kill you all if it's the last thing I do. Upper One hears this and just says, okay, good for you, I'm leaving now. And he leaves. And then Akaza leaves. Like, bruh, what a mess this whole Upper Moon meeting was. Didn't really accomplish anything other than the little information that Upper Moon 5 had to give them, which, congratulations Upper 5. I think he was the MVP of this meeting.